Hello, everyone, and welcome back to City Skylines, the 1 hour a day build with me, Zerberus, your host and insane mayor. We are on, I think this is part 12. I'm not entirely sure. I've actually already lost count simply because I did a few episodes on one day, 2 or 3 times already on Twitch, just to yeah, get a bit of air with yeah, just uploading and everything. So exactly, I'll crack open my beer quick, and we can get back to it. Cheers. So, somebody actually asked what that plop was that you often hear after I take a sip of beer. That's actually me putting the cap back on because what can happen is that I can be playing here and just get so engrossed that I completely forget I get to have a beer there, and it just keeps it from going stale. So, and yeah, theoretically keeps like flies and dust out. I don't really have an issue with flies, but you never know. So, exactly. Let's check. First, we'll set it running. I just checked right before I started the stream. We're actually just we're about to hit the Metropolis level, and there's actually a level after that that I forgot. That's the Megalopolis level, and when we hit 80,000, as you can see, we unlock access to the entire map. So that's when the real fun is actually going to start. Basically, everything up until then is just to get to that point with quite possibly the option to just tear out most of this afterwards once we're done. So this everything we're building now may or may not be around in, like, I don't know, 100 episodes or so. So, and that's also why I'm not really going too hog wild with beautification for the most part. I'm just doing like things like the botanical garden that we put in over here that you actually can't even see from the outside because of the high density, or here like this area. But we're not doing that's the main reason I'm not doing a huge amount of that, and why I'm not really too worried about this Art Deco bridge insanity we've got going on. Um, yeah, again, because it's quite possible that a lot of this won't even be around again in like 20, 50 hours, something like that. Who knows? We will see. So we have industry demand, but before we do that, I actually got an idea yesterday. And it's just you know how we made a cheat park here, right? Even though we originally said we're not going to do that. Well, I figure if we're going to do cheat parks at all, then we may as well go all in and just create a completely new park here with its own main gate, and just make them pay on both ends. Or, but not just pay to get in, but pay again to get out. So basically, if you only have 20 bucks with you, yeah, welcome to jail. No, but like, again, I just figure, hey, if we're going to use cheat parks at all, then really, why not just take it to the next level? And oh, that's right, we want to put the main gate in here. We don't need anarchy for that, though. So, and now this park is also going to start earning money out the wazoo. And it's going to go real fast. Just watch. Because by turning this into 2 parks, we basically have the same effect as if we had a level 5 park there. And it doesn't mean that we can't still... I mean, this one is actually still a level 2, so we may actually just, like, put something on the back But theoretically, it should earn us another 20,000 bucks a week or so. Only 4,500 a week. So for some mysterious reason, a lot more people are walking through this one, or entering this one, than are going out on the other side. Does that match the actual... Ah, well, now this has already gone up to 10,000. Oh, yeah, that's right. Why is... Oh, it's this industry that's upgrading? Okay, that's a bit surprising. What I wanted to do, though, was take a quick look at the traffic, just to see if really everybody that's going through yeah, I mean... Ah, but some people might... Well, no, you don't actually have to enter the park to use that. So really, we should have the same amount of people going through here every week as we should on the other side. But, I mean, it really doesn't matter, the exact number. I mean, again, it's just another $48 a week we're spending, and it's making us another 11,000. So we may do a few more of those. Because I can imagine quite a few places where a bridge like that could really, really be interesting.
At Akio,
financially.
we've been making the best in mobile phones for over 20 years.
So, exactly. Let's take a quick look at the traffic.
By putting ringtones in every commercial that make you think your
two
phone is ringing. Whether you have a new phone, an old phone, or just leave it on vibrate, we make sure you always hear your phone in our commercials.
Well, we've gotten back up to about a 75% flow.
So don't be silenced when opportunity calls, pick it up.
Oh, that's right. I think they still have a stop sign there because they were just doing too much dumb shit before, right? No, they only have a yield. They have a stop. Not that it really makes much of a difference. Because there's actually not even that much coming up there anymore. So that actually became surprisingly unstressed. Now we have a lot of traffic coming through here. The question is, how can we get control of that?
So, welcome on into Fish Brothers Seafood Themed Restaurant, where everything's a great catch.
I see a way right here to get a bit better control of that. Because we'll at least take the people coming in from here off. We want to go in right between those two nodes. Do we want... I think one way out of the industrial area would actually be enough. Just make this like a really small side road. Kind of like one of those roads nobody ever knows about. Oh, and it immediately starts taking traffic with it. Question is it going to take enough? Well, that actually immediately turned green. So that's a bit heavy here, but... Is there a stop? Oh, there's a stoplight there? That's, of course, pointless. Should have figured the game would drop one in, though. It's not really a surprise. And we need a new pedestrian bridge there. Art, bring your deco. And make us a bridge. And that just immediately carries a significant amount of people. And the thing is, by making walking easier in general, you also, it has two traffic improving effects. One of them is, of course, that cars don't have to wait for people crossing the street. But almost more important is that relatively short distances, people actually have no problem walking whatsoever. So it actually causes a lot of people to just say, oh, I'll just walk. And that's almost the more important effect. completely. Do our rezoning. Actually, we'll knock this one out too, and then maybe we can just put 2 there. And that also means we have to check our restrictions. Oh, nobody was able to cross there anyway. So that should work fine. So how are we up? We're still at around 74%. This is currently one of the most problematic connections. You know what? Is this an asymmetrical road? No, it's not, and that's exactly the problem. In fact, we can actually even go so far as to make this a 4-lane. Just so we have separate turning lanes in both directions as well. It actually does make sense. Yeah, and that's... well, that took care of that really quick, didn't it? That basically just completely sorted that, yeah. Make sure our priority signs and everything are still set up properly. Yes, that looks the way it's supposed to look. So now we will... I'm thinking, do we maybe want to expand our industry down here specifically and have this be like a port type area? Problem is just going to be hooking back into this, or then again, no, we can actually just put in a second cargo harbor for this area, and basically anybody who might want to maybe come off from over here. Yeah, we'll put, yeah, that's, yep, I think I've got it. I think I've got it. So what did we use here? We used 6-lane one-ways, just because it was an easy solution, and we'll do it again down here. How far do we want to go? I think we'll just go up to... here. That's where we'll end it. But we do want to... change the time of day. And that will actually be the way down to that second port. No, we want to... we may put some commercial in here. Like a red light district or something. So leisure then leisure specialization then. And we're not going to get around using that bridge, but that's a large industrial area, so they're going to have more than enough room to expand into. And here we'll actually take a... no, we want the 2 lanes, 2 ways, 4-lane national highway. That's what we want. Really, that goes down that fast. Nice. Let's try and leave those rocks. key that in. That gives them the option of using either one of the cargo harbors, basically. They can, although they're probably going to tend towards this one. That's going to wind up over here. Do we want a cross connection here? No, not necessarily. Although, actually, they're close enough to each other and to the highway. Although that said, what they're missing here is a way to get onto the other side of the highway. And we're also missing a way for them to get on. There, that should solve all of their problems. We can still put more industry in here if we want to. So now we want well, that's not even anything we have to worry about. Then we can fill the other areas, like in here we can actually fill with just like single roads going off, maybe a few more warehouses, things like that. So, and now what we want is a road. Oh, we want to put in that cargo harbor first, that second one. That's over here on transport, exactly. That's where we'll find that. Shipping ships. What am I doing? So, train, tracks. Such a mild curve that we need. We'll just do it like that. Bridge can obviously come down a little bit. So like there-ish. Almost looks like it's not going to work. We may have to create a little bit more clearance here. We'll see. And now we just want a 2-lane road. In fact, we can do this a little bit differently. We'll go with a 2-lane one-way. Obviously don't need a traffic light to turn off. That makes perfect sense. And on the way out, we get a highway ramp. That feeds them back in here. That should work nicely. Obviously, they're going to want water again. So we will give them water, and we'll actually expand that out here to make sure we just have the entire coast as well. We missed a spot. We're good at that. But yeah, that's our water. So getting it on and off highway wise here is just fine. No, they actually don't have any highway connections yet, so we do have to add those in. Probably a good idea. And so we will. Put one in right there. That'll be coming on, coming off. We'll actually make our getting on loop over here. Our getting on tunnel. We'll come around back here. As far as them getting off, we will come from here. So that should be our basic traffic layout, and now we need to add some 2-lane roads. Just to fill in areas like this. almost got in the way there. No point putting anything in there. So now we will start our zoning again. But I just realized we don't want to let it run again quite yet because we're not actually that far. Offices up to here only. And exactly, they need garbage, which will just drop in right here. They need fire coverage and they need a police headquarters, so we'll put fire and police also in the middle here. Just have this be our central services nook, so to speak, so that this entire industry area really does get coverage. Power, yeah, what's the story on power and water? Let's take a quick look at our budget. I think we can up our water budget to 80% easily, because something tells me we might actually need that sooner rather than later. Yeah. And electricity, we're still doing fine. So, and now all of that is lit up and connected up. Disconnected power grids? Where? Where is something disconnected? I don't see anything disconnected. Then again, that may just be from everything just not having power for like a second or two there when we just initially let it run, because obviously the power does still have to propagate through the lines. And we've almost got this done. Actually, now we can really just let it run. Let them start building.
Who are we? Well, we're the #1 dream makers in the region. And you are a motivated, driven, confident individual who has a desire to make it big. Run! Don't walk! Get your heart rate above 120. This is exciting. This offer is just for you because you deserve it. Come alone. So don't wait. The early bird catches the worm.
Put some more offices in there.
At 143 Industrial Way that leaves at dawn. So grab
because that may already satisfy most of the commercial, most of the demand.
What's up, y'all? It's your host, Deep Thought.
Actually satisfied all of it.
Wherever you are and whatever you're doing, pause for a second.
Kind of hoping that's also going to give us a little bit more population growth then by having places for people to work again.
Gather yourself in this moment
We are going a little bit down.
Along with the sounds of a deep focus channel.
So, and the first industry buildings have moved in as well. Let's get rid of traffic lights. That one, I think that should actually be, oh, that one. But for the most part, that should be all the lights, right? Yeah. We just have to wait. We've got a little bit of population growth again. We're probably going to get residential demand next. That's what I'm guessing. But I think since this is also all the same type as over here anyway, it's all still commercial, we're actually going to go in and upgrade these roads to 6 lanes. And we'll actually extend this one then over the well, river or whatever that is. Yeah, that's a river. That's totally legitimately a river. Does that really do us any good? Not really. I think what would probably make more sense is to do something like drop the Oriental Pearl Tower back here or something. Right next to that harbor, because I think we can actually still get a metro station in right next to it, right? Underground station. We'll turn off anarchy. Slope too steep. Oh, we can put that here if we have to. So there's still room to put in a metro station if we really want one. I think that Oriental Pearl Tower is just something that just needs to go there. And this industry area is slowly coming in. So where can we get some more commercial out of all this? Well, we can totally just slam out these offices. They shouldn't really be that important. And that'll just allow us to put a little bit more commercial in here. It's not much, but that might actually be enough to satisfy this. And in fact, I didn't even think about that. You can also in fact, that might be a better idea. Where is pedestrians, cyclists, and emergency vehicles? By what? Oh. We had snapping off. commercial as well. That should give us all the commercial space we need. Even though it is coming at the cost of a little bit of residential space. But residential space is going to be much, much easier to find than commercial space in the long term. So, but yeah, we've got our demand back down to 0. Obviously, we're going to have some traffic flow issues probably right now, just as a result of now having that new area again. And we're down to 70% again. What is going on down here? No, we don't have a traffic light. Oh, but this is only a 2-lane road. That's, of course, not what that needs to be. Everything else around here is 4 lanes for a reason. And that reason is turning lanes. Well, mostly turning lanes. What is the story on junction signs? This is actually priority still. Only they have to yield. That wasn't far enough. This is where that was actually supposed to happen. How about that already? Kind of unglued that, so to speak. Here we're getting issues despite having 4-lane roads because we have a lot of people that want to get blocked off by pedestrians. I was about to say, trying to the bitter end to stay, but it's just not happening. Ah, that's why they're all... They're all waiting for all the people to get off up here. Or rather, everybody that wants to go straight is queuing behind them as well, and that's, of course, causing them to gum up. Well, I get the same effect over here. No, they actually want to go up there. Well, I'm not sure why they wouldn't just go here, at least some of them. But I think this is a good spot for another mini cheat park, or rather 2 mini cheat parks. Find them again. Oh, that's right, this one won't go underground. So we have to use a normal pedestrian path for that. That's not a problem. And where did we put the other gate? Over there. A lot fewer people using the park this time. So this obviously isn't. Huh? Maybe. It's going up. What we need to do also though is oh, you know what? The reason they're not using the park is because this is just such a much more effective connection. So but some of them are using the park. Why have we got total visitors of 0? The park is like right here. Make sure they're not actually bypassing it, but they shouldn't be. Why is the visitor number 0? I mean, they're obviously running through there. It's just taking a while to update apparently. So another $7,000 there. Interesting. Grab a sip of beer, let this run for a minute or two. It doesn't really seem like much is happening here, does it? Even though this is obviously very heavily used. I mean, that's not nobody. They're definitely going through the gates. I mean, this is earning us $10,000 a week. And this is still earning us 0 a week for no apparent reason. You know what? We'll just throw in a new main gate now, because they can actually still connect from here, interestingly enough. Maybe that's actually the problem, that they can still connect without having to go through the park. Maybe that's just too close. Do I know? No. Do I think it might be? Yeah, and now we're instantly getting our visitors again, so that apparently was actually the problem. Just being too close, basically. Or close enough that they didn't have to use this gate to get through there. Because now, yeah, we're already up to $5,000 a week.
If you want the best,
Problem solved.
that's why our cameras are the biggest on the market. Our shutters
Almost
the
got...
loudest.
Oh my god, we're all about to hit the next milestone even.
Cameras aren't paperweights. They're tools. Tools used
Still
to
not
create.
much going on
In
over
fact,
here,
the most
interestingly enough.
valuable camera is
Oh,
the
but
one
there
you're
is
afraid
every
to
so
take
often.
outside. Vault-Tec. Only the best.
Oh, he's actually returning to the cargo hub. But that's okay.
This is your boy Deep Thought thanking you personally.
Returning
for
to
joining
means that
us.
something already went out, so. Oh, we get one more tile, and then we get a wazoo of tiles. So we will pick up... We'll pick up this one. Just because we can. And then next level we can then start picking up the entire rest of the map. Or at least any place where we would realistically might want to build something. Well, we need more commercial once again, even though we ixnayed them. Knock out these offices and replace them with commercial. Because again, nobody said that this industry area over here was safe long term. Just has a larger chance of not getting knocked out. Well, we can actually still get some more residential space just by throwing in like a university or something like that somewhere. So we'll actually do that. We'll throw in the cheap university. Just like right here or so. Or we'll do two. That should solve the education problems. Now we have the budget for 2 universities, that's a total non-issue. Exactly, and now you hear pings everywhere from things upgrading, so this number is going to be able to go up soon. We may have knocked 400 people or so out by putting in those 2 universities, but a lot more can now start moving in. Because everywhere you go, you just hear ping, 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 ping from buildings upgrading. Yeah, and this is back to positive again. In fact, let me take a look at something quick. Okay, so we would have to we'll have to set all of these again. Oh, but that's actually not so bad with the team manager. It's actually relatively easy to do that, so. But I think we're also going to expand our residential up in here a little bit. Or are we? landfills. We only have one still remaining. And that's full, so we may as well tear it out. Why do we have 3 landfills filled if we only still have 1? Don't quite get that. Oh well. And we'll actually just do this the easy way and just collapse them with the natural disasters mod. So where are the... Oh, you know what? That's probably the graveyards, I'm gonna say. One's here. I don't think in this tab it actually discerns between graveyards and flooding. We're getting flooding? Where are we getting flooding? Out here, just those occasional mini high tides. Okay, so nothing really problematic. No, we don't want to demolish that. We definitely don't want to put a collapse on it either. There's almost more cargo coming in on this from this hub than there is going out. But that's okay. I mean, that's basically just there more for looks than anything else. Again, just so this is really like a total port area. I think he's coming. Yeah, he's coming into the upper one. So they are actually using both. Yeah, so that does seem to be working. Excellent. $64,000. We still have growth. Now we're starting to get a little bit of residential and commercial demand again. Let's do it. I hate when you can see it when zoomed out, but not when you're zoomed in. Not enough educated workers. Okay, that's understandable. We do have those 2 universities up now. Obviously nowhere near enough to actually educate everybody, but that was never the plan. That's what our big universities will be for later. Here we're having a worker shortage issue, so we do need more residential. Do we want to put some residential, like maybe out here somewhere? No, I think this is more like a nature preserve, especially since we've already got like this castle. It's basically almost like predestined to be like an amusement park or something. The coastal batteries out here are also kind of interesting. And we may or may not do something with that. So what we'll also add, though, while we still can, is more fish. We can probably now get like anchovies and other things if we want to. But we don't. At least not yet. There, that's what we need. It should also be highly effective. see. How high does he get? And there goes the Twitch chat. Sorry about that. Probably went quite a while ago and I just didn't notice. Now we're up to 72%. 92, 93, 98, 99, 100, and zip along. Ah, that works just fine. Hmm. 35 visitors, 20 tourists a week, so could be worse. Passenger service last week 0. Yeah, again, nobody really wants to come in here to visit, which is, at this time I can really kind of still understand. I probably wouldn't either. How long have we been at it anyway? Oh, we got about another 3 minutes. And then we hit the 1 hour mark, so we're not going to be able to do anything massive. Oh yeah, this worked out well because they're not trying to use it as a crossing. Not enough educated workers, that's not something we have all too much we can do about anymore. People just have to start learning. Where did we put the other one? I think that was like more over here, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. So we're back to 65 and stagnating with medium demand, not enough workers, okay. And here we've just got way too many people trying to jump over to the other side, so that may have been a mistake after all. Yeah, I know how we'll do this.
Colossal Ore. We are the leading producer of minerals, ore, and natural resources, which means you're benefiting from our services whether you know us or not. No matter what our critics say, at Colossal we care about our employees as well as our customers, which is why we work so hard to
clear this out.
Miners back in the mines where they feel it at home. Together we can reunite minerals with the people who love them. Colossal Ore. More than ore.
The wait is over. It's finally here. Friday night chili bowling at Andy's Bowling Alley. Every Friday night, anyone who buys at least 2 games of bowling gets a free bowl of chili. So don't wait, book a lane now. Due to recent incidents, the chili will only be distributed at the end of your visit. That way you can enjoy it wherever
I was kind
you
of
want,
hoping to
in a
keep
park,
that rock.
at home, or on a construction site. In the meantime, you'll have all the fun that bowling can provide. So come on back and be reminded that you're not actually that good at bowling. Andy's Bowling Alley.
Hey there, friends. Today I've been thinking about weather. That cozy feeling you get when the world outside is softened by rain.
Where is it? Where are our normal rock patches that we've used so often in the past? Yeah, we'll take this one.
But you know, sometimes you can get lost in that kind of mood. Stay inside and hide from the gray skies. To all of you out there caught in the rain, remember you'll have fresh growth before too long.
Yeah, that works. it just barely fits in. There, problem. That should solve the issue. I'd like to have this a little bit. No, 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 no. That's not what we wanted at all. Looks okay. And that should keep them from jumping directly over from here, so they should actually just be either getting straight off you. Tomorrow when we get back. For today, we're actually just going to leave it the way it is. Because again, our time is basically already up. Small things still obviously need to be done. Traffic lights. It still looks a bit whack from the top, doesn't it? Now it looks like it should be good. Still seems to have a little bit of kink in here though. Because it does. There's a kink here. Great. tomorrow. So, if you liked what you've seen, please feel free to follow me on Twitch, where we are a few days ahead of the YouTube uploads. Or, of course, like and subscribe on YouTube. I've been Zer. You've been great. See you tomorrow.